Master Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome all for this meeting. Thank you for investing time in us for today to join in this meeting. Thank you very much. But before proceeding further, do you know Toastmaster is a non-profitable organization? What does this mean? Or let's say, what's in it for you? Whatever investments that you make with us, we will be returning back all the earnings in the form of lifelong learnings back to you. Following the organizational footsteps, we have set up this meeting in such a way everyone, or at least everyone in this meeting, will have one learning that you will take back from this meeting today. Now you might be thinking, how are we going to do that? We as a club member are committed to provide you surprisingly a supportive and powerful learning experience which will help you develop your communication and leadership skills. This will result in your greater self-confidence and the positive personal growth. This is how we give you back. Just so that we are giving it back, how do you ensure that you are taking this back to your meeting after this meeting? It is always simple. Just follow some ground rules. This will help you take all the learnings of this meeting back. I would like to request you all, please be muted throughout the meeting unless we are called upon to speak. Try to respect our speakers at every point in time. Also ensure that you are not addressing anything in a demeaning manner, especially on the topics such as sex, religion, and politics. And I kindly request all the speakers to try and pin the timer to your speeches so that you can see the time signals properly. Please, all the guests and the Toastmasters in this meeting, please use reaction buttons which are available in the bottom of the screen to help give a thumbs up or to the clap for every reaction that you would like to make. Please also ensure there is a private window for chat to give away the feedbacks. And finally, I would like to say, you should always ensure be the kind of audience that you would always imagine to have when you are on that stage. Just be that kind of audience. And now it is time for me to hand over the stage to our very own presiding officer, who is most humble and avid numbers. He is trying to keep up the momentum of our club with his vision, our very own Toastmaster Ravindra.
Thank you, Toastmasters Shashi. Good morning and good evening, esteemed Toastmasters and guests. I am Ravindra and I have the privilege of being presiding officer for today's meeting. On behalf of Toastmasters for Entrepreneurs and Professionals Club, I extend my warm welcome to each and every one of you to yet another wonderful club meeting. Well, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge our esteemed guests and kindly request them to introduce themselves. Do we have any guests in our list? I'm actually checking.
We do have Ashok, Lakshmi.
Yes. Ashok, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Ashok. I am from Karnataka. I am a IT professional. So I am a Toastmaster from last 6 months. So I was in the Leaders Worldwide guest group. So I saw the link and just joined the meeting just to experience it.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining our meeting and we really appreciate your interest. Who else? Next, can I call upon
Hi.
Lakshmi? Yeah, please go ahead. Ashok. I think Ashok is done. May I request Lakshmi to introduce herself?
Yeah, hi, this is Lakshmi from Hyderabad, India. I am a founder by profession and joined Toastmaster recently. And looking out for learning and improving my professional skill, that is communication skills and speaking skills is from this Toastmaster. Thank
Great.
you.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us, Toastmaster Lakshmi. And do we have anyone else in the guest list? If I miss anyone, please come forward and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. This is Hanmant.
Hi, Hanuman.
Yeah, I just want to brush up my skills regarding this skill speaking English. So
Great. I
also
think you're... Go ahead.
yes, I'm looking for other immigration process. So I think it might help for me to
Definitely.
grade up my skills. So that's the reason I joined here.
Great. I think you have chosen right platform. All the best to you, Hanuman.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else? If I may miss. Wonderful. Now it's time to introduce one of our charming, energetic, and dedicated Toastmasters. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Manasa. She chosen an exciting theme for us, game night. And she wants to prove how playing games can accelerate our learning curve with the right thought process. I'm sure we are all eagerly looking forward to it. Without further ado, I hand over this virtual floor to Toastmaster Manasa. Toastmaster Manasa, it's all yours.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Ravindra. Game night. First, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning to distinguished guests, fellow Toastmasters, and honored members. Welcome to Game Night in Toastmasters for Hyderabad Entrepreneurs and Professionals Club. So, today we'll be having two interesting games which will be conducted throughout the session. And before I introduce the game, I just want to remind everyone that please keep your noise making devices on silent mode and unmute only while speaking, and keep your camera on throughout the meeting. So first, I would like to start it with the game. One interesting game where now I'll be displaying you a few logos without their names, and I expect you to guess which logo it is. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Walt Disney.
Yeah. Walt Disney. The second one.
Starbucks.
Yeah, cool.
Puma.
Fast
Track. Fast track. Fourth one.
Like Adidas.
Adidas. Yeah, it's Adidas.
Twitter.
Yeah, this one.
Lace.
Yeah, it's Lace.
Toastmaster.
Who can't recognize that?
Airtel. Surf Excel.
No.
Ariel.
Ariel.
Yeah, it's Ariel.
Let's start.
Lens.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Dove.
Dove. Yes.
Edge browser.
Bing.
The browser. Yeah.
Microsoft Edge.
Puma.
Puma.
Dream Pictures. Okay.
DreamWorks.
I see.
ICICI.
Amul.
Amul.
Butter maybe. Gucci.
Yeah, it's Gucci.
Penguin Books. Publishers.
Penguin Publications.
Royal Enfield.
I think only Shashi has the PowerPoint in advance, I believe.
I already have maybe.
Either that or either he's brand freak. One of that is.
Maybe I can say, you can say that I'm reading a lot.
So that's our first game to make everyone active. Now it's time to introduce our tag team and the flow of the meeting. First, the flow of the meeting is where we'll be having prepared speeches, where the speakers give their speeches based upon their Toastmasters educational curriculum. The second one is the table topic session. And the third one, the important one, is the evaluation session. So starting up before this, I would like to introduce our tag team. So first comes the timer of the day, Toastmaster Chaitra, who is really interested in playing badminton. So I welcome Toastmaster Chaitra to introduce her role.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I'm Toastmaster Chaitra Shri, and I'm the timer for today's meeting. I will note each and everyone's timing. As timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluators. For icebreaker speeches, should be 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the red card. Most other speeches will be 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. Table topic speeches should be 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise a green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will raise a yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise a red card. And the individual evaluation should be 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise a green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will raise a yellow card. And 3 minutes, I will raise a red card. There's a 30 seconds of grace after the red card. And I hand over the mic to Toastmaster of the day, Master.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Chitra. Now it's time to introduce our counter for the day, Toastmaster Shashi, who is interested in chess. Toastmaster Shashi, could you please introduce your role?
Thank you, Mansa. Here I would like everyone to have take a seat back, take a deep breath, and start imagining that you are flying to your dream destination with a business ticket. How do you feel that experience be? Very smooth and astonishing, right? But let's say you have a sudden turbulence going throughout your journey. That would not be a very good experience for you at the end of the journey, right? In the same way, when you start your speech smooth and fast, and in the between you start filling up crutch words or the turbulence, this will make the same impact on your speech. I am here to make your speech feel better. I will try to ensure I will record all the crutch words, that is ahs and ums and and also any long pauses in between. This will help you make your speech better in the long run. I will act as a mighty mitigator of all the crutch words here. Thank you, Manasa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shashi. Now it's time to introduce our grammarian for the day, which is Toastmaster Vanita, who is interested in badminton and volleyball. Toastmaster Vanita, could you please introduce your role?
Sure. Thank you to Toastmaster Manasa. So, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay a close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage, and note the improper language as well as the outstanding words, saying, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is abrogate, which means revoke, and I would like to tell the meaning of it.
Recording in progress.
So the meaning, for the sentence is a proposal to abrogate temporarily is right to strike. I repeat it again. Word abrogate, the meaning is the revoke, and the sentence of the word is the proposal to abrogate temporarily the right to strike. I will be posting the word of the day and the meaning in the chat box. I request everyone to use the word of the day, and I'll give the report after when call upon the TMoD. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Vanita. Games play a crucial role in human life, offering numerous benefits just beyond our entertainment. So few of them are learning and skill development. You can learn from different types of games. There are games which help us increase our critical thinking, problem solving, our creativity, and our decision making abilities. And there are few games which extremely give us stress relief and relaxation. They help us to reduce our stress and anxiety. When we play, our minds focus on the present moment and allow us to monetarily escape from the life's pressure and unwind. So to go on, first, I would like to call upon with our first segment, which is prepared speeches. I would call our first evaluator, Toastmaster Ravindra, who used to play cricket, to introduce the objectives of Speaker 1, Toastmaster Vamshi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Manasa. Well, Toastmaster Vamshi is attempting his level 2 speech as part of his pathway dynamic leadership, and his speech title is Understand Your Leader. The objective of the speech is to choose a leadership style or leadership styles in general, and their impacts, right? And I'm expecting him to explain with some examples or with some experiences. And it should not be a kind of report form or of the content. Timer, please note, time for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, back to Toastmaster of the day, Manasa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravindra. Toastmaster Vamshi.
Is it me who lost her?
Yeah. Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you can call him once again.
Yeah. Toastmaster Vamshi is interested in cricket and football. So are we good to go?
Yeah.
Toastmaster Vamshi, understand your leader. Understand your leader, Toastmaster Vamshi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manasa. Greetings of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. As I stand you before today, I am reminding of quote by John C. Maxwell, a leadership expert who said, leadership is not limited to the positions or titles or flowcharts. It is about one life influence the other. I will ask you one question. What do you think about leadership? I will give the 10 seconds to respond to my question.
I believe leadership is when I shifts to we.
Okay. Thank you, Jane. Pragni. Anyone? Anyone in the meeting? Yeah. Okay. I will go ahead. Yeah. When you think about leadership, many of us tend to associate with the positions of higher authority or power or authority. You think of CEOs, politicians, or military commanders who have the ability to take the decisions that impact on the large group of people. However, I believe that leadership is not limited to the high-level positions, in those positions of power or authority. Leaders can be found at all levels of society and can be participated who have the desire to impact on the positive impact on the group of people. I will share one of my experience and few of the techniques which I followed when I was a team lead. The technique is SPE. S stands for setting up the goals. Clearly define the project objectives, timelines, and estimations to ensure that each team member understands their role towards their common goal. And second technique is providing the regular feedback, offering the constructive feedback to my team members on their work, highlighting their strengths and areas for improvement. Third one is recognizing the achievements. Celebrate the team and individual achievements to foster a positive work culture. The fourth, E, encouraging the collaboration. Foster a collaboration framework environment by encouraging the knowledge sharing that to ensure that team members to motivate them in efficient way. These are the techniques that help me when I joined the team on the Revocate and their work. And I will ask one question. What does it mean by leader? I will wait for some time to give the response to this question, my question. I will give 10 seconds to respond my question.
Leader is someone who makes other leaders.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sarika. Anyone? Okay, I will go ahead. Yeah. Thank you, Anman. Yeah. I will go ahead. In my opinion, leadership is about three things. First is vision. Second one is inspiration. Third one is action. Firstly, leaders have the clear vision of what they want to achieve. They have the sense of purpose. They are passionate about their goals. Second one is inspiration. Secondly, leaders inspire others to take an action. They have the ability to motivate the people to join them in pursuing their vision. Third one is leaders take an action. They are not content with just talking about their ideas. These are the few things that came into my mind when I think about as a leader. We think of leadership, you can find the leadership in all levels of society. Few of the things, I will tell you few of things. You can find it in our families, in our communities, in our workplaces. You can find it in a mother who sacrifices her needs to to her children. You can find the teacher who motivates the students to achieve their potential. You can find this as an entrepreneur who takes the risks to start a business, to create the jobs, to contribute the economy. I will discuss about the few of the leadership styles that individuals to adapt their situations. The first leadership style is the autocratic leadership. In this type of leadership, leaders won't take much input from the team members. The second type of leadership is democratic leadership. In this type of leadership, leaders take the decisions to involve the team members. The third leadership style is transformation leadership style. In this type of leadership style, leaders motivate and inspire the team members. Fourth one is transactional leadership. In this type of leadership, leaders rewarding their team members on their performance. These are the few of the leadership styles individuals to adapt in their different situations. I will tell you few of the techniques, few other more techniques to as we become a leader. The first one is motivation. Motivate like when I joined the project, the motivation, the team members is lack of confidence and motivation. The motivation is the factor to motivate the team members to achieve their full potentials on their work. And the second one is encouragement. Encouraging the team members to foster their work culture in the work environment. In conclusion, leadership is not a title or position. It's a mindset and way of life. It can make the impact on the lives of positive impact on the lives of others. I want to encourage each one of you, embrace your inner leader to inspire others, take an action yourself. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Manasa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vamsi. It was an amazing speech. And now it's time to introduce our second evaluator, Toastmaster Sarika, who is not interested in sports as she's a bit lazy to play them. So to introduce our speaker 2, objectives.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and their guests. Today, Toastmaster Raghu will be attempting his Level 5 Elective Project 1, Leading in Your Volunteer Organization. The timer, please note, the speech timing is 5 to 7 minutes. The title of Raghu's speech is Lead Anyway. Toastmaster Raghu, lead anyway, Toastmaster Raghu. Over to you.
We just had a good talk on leadership by Toastmaster Vamsi. It's time to extend it in my own speech. A journey that started a couple of months, rather last year, June. Rather May, I was standing on the podium, virtual podium, and waiting for the results. And I was announced the Division Director for Division A, District 101. Wow, it was a wonderful moment. But little did know, it was just like I was sitting on a bomb. And guess what? In just short period, all my demons inside was coming out, blasting out, because all the clubs in my division happened to be community clubs. And every person in those clubs were whites. And me as a brown leader that was joining from India. Some couldn't believe that I'm joining from India, living in India as a division director. Some were okay. And some were kind of, they were grumpy. But things have to go on. They have to accept me because they have elected me as the division. Unlike any other organization where you are a leader, when you are a manager or senior manager, anything, here you are a servant leader in Toastmasters. My journey started first with listening to everybody's needs, trying to understand what do these clubs need, what do the leaders need, what do people want, the leaders in the district want out of my things. The goal set by the district leaders, then what are the requirements that the members have. Just send out a beautiful email as soon as I was elected, asking the members, what is the expectation from me and how we can collaborate with each other to make a wonderful year. Division E was an important division for District 101 because if the division falls out, the district is going to collapse. They have to remove the district and go back to District 4 from where it emerged as District 101. Think of that scenario. And the division was in such a situation. Many clubs were not doing well. People didn't care about pathways. We want to do only legacy program and blah, blah, blah. Everything went wrong. My email went asking people, you agree, I decide. We are here and the pathways is going to fail. We have to work on it and started working on with people. First thing that we did was having a district level program and inducting on pathways, giving A to Z of pathways program. First strategy was to help each and every member to select a pathway which matched their requirements for why they joined Toastmasters, what are their personal or professional aspirations. That was successful. People started looking into pathways in a positive way. They started adapting it. Second hurdle was there were many speeches being done at club levels, but they were not recording their education awards. We have to go personally. Sometimes I went and gave education sessions. Sometimes I asked my area directors to go and do it. They were fine because all my 4 area directors were from the United States. I being in India, it was not that easy for them to accept me. I had to listen to them and then act as like to a point saying that you and I are equal. It is just a skin color. It is just a location that we are different. But end of day, I have the same feeling as you. Even with the clubs, when they started understanding, it doesn't matter whether Raghu is in India or he's in the United States, end of day, he's serving us, he's helping us. They started calling me in different occasions, different meetings, and where they saw the value of me going there. I sent frequent emailers reminding them of officers training and different things that we have to do or accomplish at club level and things. Started listening, and the second step was started liking him. When I started showing interest in them, and I started talking to each one, they started liking me too. That was a mutual love. There is a second quality of a leader where they do not show any partial. They love each and every person in the team as one. The last but not least was lead when necessary. When I was an area that was not able to perform, I leaped in. There were situations where there were some fights between club members, especially senior club members, and it was not easy to deal with because they were about 70+ years old and they were in Toastmasters for almost 30 to 40 years. I had to go and personally sit with them, not physically, but virtually. We were talking to them and resolving. But end of the day, when I leap in with different tools, whether it is speechcraft or whether talking to them with resolving conflicts and etc., things went smooth. Step by step, we went towards a stage where the division got distinguished for the first time in the history of District 101. And Division A was the first division to get distinguished in District 101 this year. All the efforts, all the strategy, all the time that was given to people, it was not just getting that division distinguished. End of day, people were happy. And then when I sent that last email as a division director saying farewell, people were happy to say goodbye, and they were happy looking at the results that the division got. As a leader, what you need to do is follow these 3 L's. Listen to everybody. Before even taking any action, listen to everybody and then work upon the steps. Second thing that you need to is love everyone. Do not show partiality. If you are showing partiality, people start hating you. When you are impartial, people might not like in the beginning, but at the largest, at the later stage, they will see you as a great leader. Last but not least is lead as necessary. When necessary, if you are leaping and taking action as necessary, when necessary, then people will look at you. And guess what? When you are doing that, they will always approach you as necessary. It doesn't matter what grave situation you are, whether you are in India, whether you are in United States, whether you are doing virtually, physically, or anywhere. What matters is leading should continue. You should lead in any situation or any time. Giving in as a servant leadership was something that I've learned in this position, that I could continue as a Scrum Master role in my organization right now. I hope this journey of mine as a leader in this volunteer organization called Toastmasters will inspire you in your journey of becoming a leader. Toastmaster is where leaders are. Toastmaster.
It was an awesome speech. Coming back, let's play a second game. Tonight, which is
Your voice is breaking, Mansa. Yeah, your voice is breaking, Mansa.
Say a color, and you need to get few objects of that color within. Am I audible? Yeah.
Manasa, not clearly.
The second game is, am I audible now?
In last, your voice is breaking, but it's okay.
Okay, the second game is I would be saying a color, and you need to get objects of that color. And whoever gets the maximum objects would be the winner. So I need timer for this, and I request all the members to on your cameras to display the objects. Timer. Yeah, we'll have 2 minutes for each color. So the first one is black color.
phone.
Yeah, you can. You should show me those objects.
Okay, I have a remote. I have a charger.
You have 2 minutes of time, and after 2 minutes, I'll be counting who has more objects.
Mouse.
Yeah.
Uh, Adapter. And mouse.
Are we done with the time?
Not yet.
It's okay, but whoever has how many objects, you could just say and show them.
I have 3.
I have 4.
Okay, then I have 4.
I have 7.
I have 3. I have 5.
Who is having 7 objects?
Shashi.
Oh, what are those 7?
So the first one is black spoon. And then I have a black kitchen, black tea.
Okay, I have million. You can count my hair.
And I have a black color.
Yes, pure black.
Okay,
Shashi is the winner.
Thank you.
The second one is blue color. Yeah, and the count.
Mine is 12.
Oh, 12?
Yes, 5 books, 2 pens, 1, I don't know how to call this,
Okay.
and 1 bottle.
So Toastmaster Ravindra is the winner for this, I guess.
I have 9, by the way.
Okay, 9. It's not a small thing. Yeah, the next color is green. Green color. So shall we have the count?
9.
9?
Yes.
What are those?
Again, I think I'm repeating, but yeah. 1 spoon, 1 cup green cosmetic, then
Okay.
foam,
Hmm.
then I have a liquid,
Okay.
then I have a kitchen green piece, then I
Okay.
have cover, then I have a plate, and then I have a green shirt, and then I have a green pillow.
Done. Okay, Shashi is the winner.
Thank you.
The last color is red color. The last one is red color. Okay, are we good to go for the count?
I'm still counting, maybe 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, others? 1. So, okay, then Shashi is the winner.
Okay.
Shashi is the winner of this game because he has 3 times.
Most colorful objects.
So now it's time for our second segment with stable topics, where even guests get the chance to participate. To conduct this, I welcome Toastmaster Jahnavi, who would play Ludo, chess, Subway Surfers, Candy Crush, and Temple Run. Is none other than the Toastmaster table topic master for today. I'll hand over the stage to Toastmaster Jahnavi.
Thank you, TMoD Manasa. Thank you for the nice welcome. Greetings, everyone. And I am Table Topics Master for today. And it is a round to improve your impromptu skills. Even guests can participate in it. And the rules are basically, I'll ask a question. If you're a volunteer, I'll ask a question and you have to answer it from 1 to 2 minutes. Where we'll show at 1 minute green card, 1:30 we'll show yellow and 2 red. Please do use word of the day and idiom of the day. And also make sure you don't neglect any rules of Toastmasters. Do I have any volunteers for table topics? Yes, yes. Guests Ashok. Yeah. Yeah. What do you prefer, board games or video games? Toastmaster Ashok, What do you prefer, board games or video games?
Sorry, is it my topic or you are asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Board games.
Yes. Yes, you can answer more on that.
Oh, you are asking
And
me.
like, what kind of board games do you like? Or what do you want to suggest for others?
Okay. When I don't play the board games, so I play the badminton. I love the badminton. That is that makes me more exciting game. The only game that I play is badminton. If I don't go to play the badminton, my day will be a very dull kind of day. So I do miss the play during because of my work pressure. So on that day, I will be more stressed. But the next day, I will go to play the badminton, and my stress will be relieved. So I encourage each one of you to play with any game that you are interested, outdoor games or indoor games, that makes you more energetic and will make you more productive than you are. It's back to table topic master. Thank you.
Thank you for your answer. Like, we'll definitely do something physical every single day to improve our health and also our mental peace. Yes. Any more volunteers for table topics? Toastmaster Sarika, thank you for taking the table topics. If you were to replace one piece in chess, what would it be and why? Toastmaster Sarika, if you were to replace one piece in chess, what would it be and why?
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. Chess is believed to be born in this amazing land of India. Some claim it's from the eastern part of the world, and I really don't know, and I am not the authority to tell which part of the world it is born in. But it is one of the most beautiful anyone could come across. Chess is not just a game. Chess is a game where you think, you analyze, you put strategies into use, and you make sure that you are the winner. I would not want to change any one piece on that board because each one plays a very pivotal role. Like how we play pivotal roles in our lives, irrespective of what capacity we are into, each piece on the chessboard plays a pivotal role. And who am I to change anything on this amazing, logical, sensible game of chess? I would love the game to be as is for the posterity to enjoy and sharpen their logical skills. Over to the TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sarika. I agree with you. It's a game of strategy, and I think everyone should learn it. Yes, like anyone else who want to go take another table topic? Actually, if anyone isn't going to volunteer, I have a veto power to pick one person from the group and give them a table topic question. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna pick Toastmaster Vanita. Are you interested in taking a table topic? Toastmaster Raghu, are you interested in taking up a table topic? Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Shashi. So I have an amazing question for you. Like, share a time when you play a game and it taught you a lesson. Toastmaster Shashi, share a time when you play a game and it taught you an important lesson.
Thank you, Jahnavi. I think every day in my life is a game. Every moment that we cherish is a game to reach a specific objective where I want to, let's say, I want to reach on time to my office. Let's say I want to reach on time to this meeting. It's a game for me. I just have to ensure all the things around me help me to reach on time there. It is a management game that I have to play within myself to ensure all the things around me help me align to that goal. So it's a game. Every moment is cherishable, and you always end up either winning or learning. Learnings help you keep on winning or keep your winnings consistent. Or learnings can also be taken in a way where we can enrich ourselves. Where are the gaps? We can find those gaps and fill those gaps in. And winning is nothing, just your experience is a lot of experience that you gather, which represented, and that particular moment will represent that winning only for that respective moment. But let's say learning, it is a lifelong lesson that you carry towards the end of your journey, and you always cherish those moments when you remember back. That's how I would say that each game is important for me. Thank you, Mr. Jan, Ms. Jan.
Oh, thank you, Toastmaster Shashi. I got a new perspective where I see time and time management as game. So today I conquered the game and I came and took this role as table topics master. Anyone else? Yes. Toastmaster, guest Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. Yes. If you were to describe your life to a game, what would it be? Toastmaster, guest Chandrasekhar, if you were to like describe your life in a game, what would it be?
Yeah, one simple word, cricket. Because I play it every day and still I'm not satisfied with the things that I have achieved. But I really like the question that you portrayed to me, that if I had to actually describe my life as a game, and picking up that without a thought, cricket came into my mind. Not because cricket is like a really general game in India, but if you think of cricket, it has a really broad perspective to it. There are many things involved in cricket. If you compare the game, there are batsmen, bowler, and coaches. Those who play on field, there are only 11 people playing on field for one team, but there are billions of people watching that game. Similarly, for us also, if I consider myself as just one person going on the field doing something, let's say batting, but there are 11 people in my family, those who are watching that what I am doing and how the outcome will be. If I win the game, that is better for me and for my team also. But if I lose, that doesn't mean the moment stops for me. There will be another game for my life. Each and every time there will be a new game. Each and every day there will be a new game. So what is more important is that we keep on playing the game of life. And for me, the game of life would be cricket. Thank you. And back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. It's a very nice way of saying how cricket like involves in your life and how audience are your like family members look up to you, and also about like how new games and new chance in life is. Thank you so much. Yes. Anyone else who want to take up a table topic?
If no one else, I can try.
Yes. Yes. Toastmaster Raghu, like, do you want a question which is a little bit challenging, or do you want to go for a
Anything that you decide.
Okay, I want to give you this question, which is a little bit challenging.
Okay.
Yes. Toastmaster Raghu, imagine you have the power to combine two board games into one. What would it be and how it would be?
Combine two
Two board games. I'll repeat the question again. Imagine you have the power to combine two board games into one. What would it be and how would it be?
I love chess. Chess because it is a mind game. In all our life, we play chess in one or other way. The strategy, the people that we overthrow intentionally, unintentionally, because we have to surpass them and then move into life. But at the same time, I love striking. I am a person who loves to talk straightforward. And as they say, the straight trees are the one that gets cut first. People don't like me, but that is my own way. What happens when we combine both chess and the carom board? When you combine both, instead of just surpassing and then moving it, you can just kick it. And that gives you a kick in life. You may not be able to kick the ass of your boss. You may not be able to kick the person who is troubling in your life. But the satisfaction when you get kicking the pawns or the coins in your chest instead of just moving them will give you the utter satisfaction. What do you think? Can we combine both? And guess what? Instead of the black and white queens, we will have a pink queen. Queen should be pink, just like the pink coin and the carom board. Combine these board games and let's make a new game and take this challenge that our table topic master has thrown. What do we call it? Cardboard? Probably. Toastmaster.
That was a very developed answer. We are going to take few of this and we are going to answer next time if someone else is going to ask us these questions. Or we'll use this same amount of creativity. Thank you for your answer. Do we have time to go for one more question?
Yeah, you may go.
Yes. Anyone else want to take up a table topic?
I wanted to take up a table topic.
Yes. Toastmaster Vanita. Yeah. Toastmaster Vanita, share a memory of a game that you played as a child. Share a memory of a game you played as a child. Toastmaster Vanita.
I have both games that I wanted to share because I'll go with Raghu sir. Even I love chess. Even I play chess. And secondly, there is an indoor game. Coming to outdoor game, I take care of my fitness. So I would rather go with my badminton skills or volleyball. In this both, I'll take any one of the sport that I have played a lot and I've even won few certificates, medals in volleyball sport. Basically, sport, not only the sport that I've enjoyed in my childhood, even in BTech, now am I pursuing. In that also, I enjoy a lot of sports. Sorry. Someone speaking?
Ramaram Sanjay Hastana. Meeting again. Bye. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Aditya, you can probably mute him.
I'm muted him.
He's unknowingly opened.
It's okay. So even in BTech, I've played Poco. I've played a lot of sport in outdoor areas, and in childhood, rather than is intermediate and BTech coming to these both childhood days where I used to complete my school till 2:30 as a CBSE student. It's an obvious thing that 2:30 is an end for the schooling time. After that, I used to play badminton. Forward, I used to take chess because my mom will hit me if I don't play chess for a day. And I have a lot of interest in playing volleyball. So my mom's interest is in chess and badminton. My interest is in volleyball. So these three sports will run even today in my brain that how could I manage. But my mom gave me a break. At least I'll play chess. Yes, instead of chess, these both sport I've left now. But yeah, this is the normal thing that every girl have in her childhood. So over you, table topic masters, Toastmaster Jahnavi.
Thank you for your answer. I know we all know you are very sporty. And like one day we'll have a match if possible, or we'll have a whole theme on chess. I think everyone loves it.
Yeah, we can.
Yes. And let us now hand over the stage to our very like talented and beautiful Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Manasa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jahnavi. Coming back, it's time for our third game, which is word association. So first, I would give a word, and the next person should give a word which is related to my word, and the chain goes on. So I need few volunteers for this game. Yeah. Could you please like pin all those who are interested?
It is Raghu, Shashi, Vanita, Jahnavi, and Vamsi.
Yeah, okay. So the first word I give you is rain. The order is the same way. The order is Shashi, Vamshi, Jahnavi, Vanita, and Raghu.
What do we need to do?
I gave the word rain. You have to give a word related to me, and the next person need to give a word related to your word. Okay, even Srinivas is ready to play with us. Yeah, okay, now it's Raghu.
Can you repeat, Vamsi? What was that? Shashi.
I said cyclone.
Cyclone. Okay. From cyclone, okay, it's Vamshi then.
Means similar to that word as any word.
Any word related to cyclone.
Rain.
Okay, again rain. Jahnavi.
Water.
Water, Vanita.
Water. Ocean.
Ocean, Raghu.
Ocean floods.
Floods, Srinivas.
Temperature.
Temperature. Who gave it? By the way.
Myself, Hanmant.
Okay, Hanuman, temperature. Then
Actually, cyclones, it depends upon the temperature of our Earth. So different zones having the different temperature, right? So.
Okay. Now Shashi, temperature.
Tornado.
What did
Tornado.
you give? Tornado. Okay. Vamshi.
Again, I can say that tornado depends upon pressure.
I thought to tell you pressure, but you.
Okay, it's pressure.
Pressure.
Jahnavi.
Physics.
Physics. Vanita.
Astrophysicist.
Okay, Raghu.
Wait.
Hanumant.
Yes.
Shashi.
I did not catch the word.
Space. Space.
Space.
Space. Spaceship.
Okay, Vamshi.
Rocket.
Jahnavi.
ISRO.
Matter,
Vanita?
matter.
Okay.
Space matter.
Chandrayaan 3. Raghu.
What was the word?
Chandrayaan 3.
Chandrayaan 3.
Chandrayaan 3, Mangalyaan 2.
Hanuman. Okay, this is the last.
Uranium. Uranium.
Uranium,
The metal
okay.
which used to. Yeah.
Okay, this is the last round. Shashi, uranium.
Platinum.
Vamshi,
Phosphorus.
phosphorus. Jahnavi,
Periodic table.
periodic table. Vanita,
Chemistry.
chemistry. Raghu,
Physics.
physics. Hanuman,
States of matter.
states of matter. Okay, so let's end this game here. And now let's go to the third segment and the important segment where we get a chance to learn. So first, I would like to call the evaluator 1, Toastmaster Ravindra, to give the evaluation for Toastmaster Vamshi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Manasa. Vamshi, understand your leader. You started with a good leadership quote and involved audience with a question, continued with a definition of leadership, and try to relate it with our roles in the society. Talked about leadership traits and vision, input, actions, and explain some techniques as well, right? So overall, the speech seems to be very good. Now I'm going to talk about what went well and what need to be improved. Number one, I like the hook with the quote and asking questions and acknowledging their answers and all, right? I liked it very much. You nailed it there. And I like the way you manage your time. Every time when you ask a question, right? So you are giving them target that I am giving 10 seconds pass and anyone can respond immediately, right? Within the time you take the lead back. That's how you are able to manage your time and you to completely utilize your time until the red flag shows. I like that. And I think you have done a good research on this topic and you covered your topic pretty well. I also would like to give you some areas where you need to be improved to improvise further. Number one, I'm not convinced with the transition, right? So transition is like, you start with an introduction, then in the body you explain about the leadership and maybe the traits, then with examples, then you conclude it. But here what happens, you started with, of course, quote and questions and all, then you directly jumped onto some tools and techniques. At the end, you tried explaining the leadership styles, like what is automatic, democratic and all, right? These are all more generalized. If you want to insert them, you should have started with them. Then you should have align your tools, techniques, and experiences with these traits. That would be great. But when you add at the end, right, just to manage time, it seems like just to manage time you inserted in between. So I somehow could not convince with it. And also the body language, eye contact, pauses and all, right, that seems like you are not very much confident or you are not prepared well. Eye contact, you always see either here or here, only two areas. Body language clearly shows you are not confident, and you have given so many pauses, that also shows that you are not confident or you don't have proper control on the speech. Probably you need to work on those areas. To conclude, you can pause it. You need to work on transition and body, and you can continue the hook as so far. That's it. Thank you so much. To Toastmaster.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravindra. Now I welcome Toastmaster Sarika to evaluate Speaker 2 Toastmaster Raghu's speech.
Good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and friends. It's an honor to evaluate distinguished Toastmaster Raghu, who not only happens to be my mentor, but also a self-made leader. Tony Robbins, one of the very fine popular influencers on the internet, says, when you change nothing, nothing changes. And when I talk about Raghu, I have known Raghu in the capacity of being a mentor who pushes you to give your best. So I can only imagine what he might have done as the division director. My evaluation for distinguished Toastmaster Raghu will be in three parts. The first, what I liked about his speech. The second, one thing he needs to improve, and the summary. Raghu, there are two things I would like to talk. There are two things I would love to positively talk about your speech, which is relatable in nature. You are a self-made leader, and you have portrayed the journey through your speech, what you have achieved as a division director. The second, which you have beautifully closed, you wrapped up with a lesson. Listen, love, and take action. These two things is what I really loved about your speech. One thing I was looking forward to in Raghu's speech was one glitch, which he should have given a deep insight into. Maybe what challenged him as a division director would have been helpful for us listeners. I was expecting a few details into one particular challenge, a difficult person, where you really had to go above and beyond your regular leadership style. For next time, I would want you to just infuse one small episode where we can understand how beautifully Raghu handles the situation. My summary for Raghu would be a well-crafted speech without a shadow of doubt, a fantastic closing, but just one thing, I missed the story in your speech. Thank you so much, Raghu, for your speech and all the best. Over to the Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Marisa.
Thank you. Now it's time for the timer report. I request Toastmaster Charita to share with us the timing report.
Good evening, Toastmasters. You will never find the time for anything. Speaker 1, Vamshi, took 7 minutes 28 seconds. Speaker 2, Raghu, 8 minutes 32 seconds. Evaluator Ravindra, 3 minutes 15 seconds. Evaluator Sarika, 2 minutes 44 seconds. And coming to table topic speakers, Ashok, 1 minute 8 seconds. Sarika, 1 minute 25 seconds. Shashi, 1 minute 27 seconds. Chandrasekhar, 1 minute 16 seconds. Raghu, 1 minute 45 seconds. Vanita, 2 minutes 5 seconds. And sorry for this, there are 2 disqualifications in this meeting. Thank you. And over to Toastmaster of the Day, Manasa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chaitra. Next is our counter report. So I request Toastmaster Shashi to share with us.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Manasa. We had everyone. I think I'll start with the word of the day. I see no one has abrogated our roles, and we have all stick to our responsibilities today. We had a great meeting. I'll start with 0. I think I had a hard time tracking Raghu and Sarika for the counters, whereas we have Ashok and Chandrasekhar each with 1, Vanita with 0 as well, and Ravinder and Vamshi plus with 5 plus. That's my report for today. Thank you, Ms. Mansa.
Thank you, Shashi. Now it's time for our grammarian report. Toastmaster Vanita.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Mansa. As there were no usage of word of the day in the meeting, and speaker one up did not use the word of the day, and Raghu sir, just like every time, I did not even noticed any grammatical errors. I was just listening to his speech. I don't know what will happen to me when I listen to his speech. I'll be going in the flow. So I'm sorry, I couldn't report about Raghu sir. And rest of everyone did not use the word of the day, and there were a few grammatical errors in in table topic speakers. So I would like to rectify them, as there were many pauses in speaker one and in the table topic also. So I would like a request to control all the clutches as our counter said, and that's it. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, thank you, Vanita. So coming to the end of the game night, I would thank all of you who eagerly participated and in all the games and made this meet a grand success. I hope each one of us had a great time. And now I pass back the control back to the surgeted arms to close the meet.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Manasa. If we have time, can we go for feedbacks from our guests today?
Yeah, we can.